It's so easy to kind of feel like having a soft heart, going out of your way to keep your heart soft is pointless. It's so easy to feel like that. It's like, what does it matter? What does it matter if I hold the door for somebody? What does it matter if I smile at somebody? What does it matter if I'm friendly to an unfriendly salesperson? These are, compared to the big things that are happening in the world and humanity and evolution and 3D and 5D and the Illuminati and all, what does that matter? How is that going to help anything? Just being soft-hearted. Because when you like, even the word soft-hearted, that means like you're soft. Doesn't that mean like you're not tough? You're not like, you're just a pushover. like it says in this meme about being taken advantage of. Because you trust somebody and then they take advantage of you. And then the next time, well, I'm not going to trust, particularly, if you trust somebody and they take advantage of you, the next time you go to trust somebody, they'll be like, don't do it, because they're just going to take advantage of you again, just like that other person, and you want to tighten up. And to not do that, you go, am I just a fool? Am I just a fool trusting, caring, smiling, letting people out in traffic? And you're not. You're not at all. It's so important. These small things are so important. The world turns on these things. These little small things are like the oil that moves, that keeps everything flowing smoothly, beautifully. And the feeling of and the idea of a bigger world out there is just that. It's an idea. Where is it? Where is the big world out there? Have you ever experienced it? Like directly? Out there where things are happening? It's like the idea of society. Have you ever seen society? Have you ever experienced society? It's an idea, Whereas what your direct experience, what you can do and what you have agency over is whether you smile at somebody, is whether you make goo-goo face at a baby in front of you in the line in the checkout. That's something you can change. And like, I regularly put up memes about kindness and how important it is and how easy it is to do. From your point of view, it's a small thing to do, a small act of kindness. But that can have a big, lifetime effect on another person. But don't do it for other people. As you know, I'm not big on altruism for its own sake, because it's so easy to just define yourself by, I'm such a good person because I do all of this stuff, which is not true. You're a good person anyway. And the good stuff just comes out of you, which is very different. Like, I have to go and do good things. Or I'm not a good person. That's indoctrination. It's not real. You're a good person and it just comes out of you. But do it because it feels good. Like, don't do it because you expect, I smiled at that person, so they should smile back at me. I mean, a lot of people don't, because everybody is gripped in fear. A lot of people are very consumed by fear. So they don't smile back at you because they're terrified. It's not because they don't like you or because they kind of don't value the fact that you smiled at them. They might look at you like that you're an idiot. They might go, God, is that fool smiling? But none of that matters, okay? It's what the reason to do it, the reason I do it anyway, is because it's me expressing what's inside me. The kindness is in there. Oh, it's just nice for it to come out. Makes me feel good. Doesn't make me feel good because they smile back at me or they go, oh, thank you for holding the door for me, or how many people have you let out in traffic and they haven't waved to you or acknowledged it at all? They're just come out in front of you, and you're like, and there's nothing coming back. Oh, okay. But I'm not doing it for that person. I'm doing it because we're all in these stupid cars on this stupid road at this stupid time of day when everybody seems to be on the same road. It's called rush hour. We're all here. We're all stuck in the same thing. And, I want to get home as much as anybody else does. And I've seen this car trying to get out. I've seen the 10 cars in front of me not let them out. I'm just going to let them out. It's not going to be the end of the world. I'm not going to get home that much later. I'm just going to do it because it's in me to do it. Not because I love that person. I don't know that person. Maybe they're a terrible person. I'm just doing it because it's in me to do it. So I just do it. And then when they don't acknowledge it, don't wave, don't do anything, I don't care. Because I didn't do it for that. I just did it because it was in me to do it. So if you get that, it really does change the world. You kind of go, what? Is it going to stop all the wars and this thing and that thing? And yes, it will. Like, that's ridiculous. How could it, but it's like if everybody did that, it would stop a lot of things. Because it's hard to go towards somebody when you're just naturally being kind. You're naturally letting your kindness out. All the people, if everybody was doing it. You might go, yeah, but they're not. And the ones who aren't are going to take advantage. There's so many memes on the internet about how to protect yourself, how to not give too much, contain your boundaries because, takers don't have any, or stuff like that, And it's like, understandable. Very understandable. But it's kind of awful, isn't it? It's kind of awful to live like that. Of like, how much have I given that person? And it can only change in you. There's only you. It feels like there's lots of other people. And it's all happening out there. Maybe it is, but you don't have any experience of that, just like I don't. Like I'm walking along a track here. I could be walking through the middle of a city, surrounded by people. It wouldn't make much difference. It's still all my little story, my little experience. Just like yours is just yours. Even if I'm in a stadium with hundreds of thousands of people, it's still my experience of this stadium, just like it'll be just yours, This idea of like, it's all out there. It's all happening out there. Part of that is designed to encourage you to feel powerless. That how you feel about things doesn't matter. What you think doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you smile or not. It doesn't matter whether you're kind or not. When it does, it makes a huge difference. But it seems like such a small little thing. How could such a small little thing make a difference, But like we're surrounded by examples of small little things adding up to big things, So many examples, I can't think of any of them right now, but there are loads of examples of small little things that on their own are nothing. Like rain, one drop of rain doesn't make any difference, but because there's so many of them, and suddenly, the rivers are flowing and everything is going great. Okay, not the best analogy, but you get the idea. So you're a little drop. You're like that. That's like the Rumi thing of, you're the whole ocean contained in a drop. So it matters what you do. And this thing of being kind matters greatly. So I'm just echoing what this person was saying. Don't stop. It can be tiring and you can feel like you don't want to, but don't stop being kind-hearted. Don't let anything change that. Doesn't matter what happens. That's your most precious thing because it's who you are. Don't let anything change it. Don't let anything take it away. And keep on with it because it matters. It really matters.